Hi there. I'm pleased to nominate Paige Regan as an eSchool All-Star. Paige has had a lot of success in my 8th period chemistry class. I'm nominating her because she's a really positive influence in my class. I've had a lot of activities throughout the semester that have been dependent on student participation in smaller groups. And it's really clear to me that whenever I'm cycling through all the breakout rooms on Zoom, that whatever group that Paige is in is always engaged in conversation, working on what they're supposed to be working on. And I chalk that up to Paige's leadership and just her kind personality. I think it gets students participating. And in a weird year of learning, I think that that should be recognized when someone brings out better in other students in their class. And so your hard work as well as your contribution to the class is greatly appreciated, Paige, and congratulations. I'm happy to nominate Ella Baffico as an eSchool All-Star. Ella is a fantastic student in my 5th period chemistry class. What has stood out to me about Ella is her incredible drive to keep improving herself. She will reach out for feedback when she feels she's not quite doing as well as she knows that she can, and work quickly to improve on those skills. It's not about grades with her either, because there's been several times where she's done a really solid job and yet she still is looking for a way to make sure she understands the content better. And I think that's a skill that's really just going to serve her well in the future. She's also very well organized. She is very good at communicating and overall displaying a lot of skills that have given her a lot of success this year in eSchool. So keep up the good work, Ella. I think these skills are going to serve you well in the future, and congratulations.
Hi, Jazzy. I am so very happy to announce that you are the LHS Sophomore All-Star for the month of December. I know that taking an AP course as a sophomore can be quite a challenge, but signing up to take an AP computer science course where you know that most of your classmates are going to be juniors and seniors, well, that takes a whole lot of courage. And so I first want to commend you for just signing up for the course to begin with. From day one of eSchool, Jazzy, you have come to class, first class of the morning, on time, fully prepared, ready to learn. I absolutely love that you're not afraid to ask questions, that you speak up and share your thoughts and ideas with the rest of the class, and that you're actively participating every single day. I also am very proud of the fact that when you feel like you need a little bit of extra help, you come and meet with me outside of class so that you can get what you need in order to be successful. So I'm very happy that you chose to take this course this year and that I've had a chance to teach you, and that I know your hard work and dedication is going to lead to great success in the future. So keep up the good work.
Hey DALLIN, congrats on being my nominee for December's eSchool All-Star. You obviously have a great grade in class. You do all your work, you turn everything in, you participate in class, which are all really great things. But what separates you is the fact that you bring tremendous energy every day in a time where it's really tough to do that, and it does not go unnoticed. Your classmates feed off that. I feed off that energy that you bring. Your willingness to participate and answer questions. And not only do you answer them with great enthusiasm, and you make people smile in class, which is really great to see your teammates smile, or your classmates smiling and me smiling. So keep up the great work, and I look forward to having you in class whenever that time comes.
It is my honor to nominate Audrey WEADICK as an eSchool All-Star. Audrey's consistently been one of the first students to join my Zoom class, and when she joins, she's always ready to go, pleasant, polite, and has a conversation to offer. She will find a way to figure out how to use the College Board website when most other students struggle, and she's always willing to help her fellow students who couldn't figure it out on their own. Audrey currently has a 102% in my class and is just a phenomenal student. She's demonstrated a very strong understanding of economics in a really tough learning environment, and she's gotten perfect scores on our last few tests. She's enrolled in all honors and AP classes. Her lowest grade is a 98%. Some of her classes she got over 100, including mine. Thank you, Audrey, for all your hard work and efforts. I know that you'll do great in anything that you set your mind to. You're making my job easier and more enjoyable in this challenging time, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey Josie, I'm happy to have the chance today to nominate you as the Social Studies Department eSchool All-Star. You have stood out from the crowd literally since day one. Your engagement in class and your enthusiasm for learning has made having you in class, even though it's via Zoom, really a pure joy. I know that the word resilience is used a lot this year, maybe even overused, but I cannot think of a better word to describe you and your approach to academics. This year has been so challenging, and I'm just really thankful that I have this quick moment to tell you that I see you and I really appreciate you. You stay engaged in all of my lessons. You've never failed to submit the best of quality work. I mean, the work that you submit is at the same level, if not better, than I've gotten used to seeing throughout my years of teaching honors U.S. history. And those years were not during a global pandemic, so even more reason to really celebrate you. I love how you take education seriously, but you somehow maintain this intrinsic motivation and curiosity to learn more about history. I appreciate all those times that you use the chat feature on Zoom to share a fact with me that I might not know about the day's lesson, or that one time you gave me a link to that poem that fit perfectly to what we were talking about. I appreciate that not only because I love the content, but I am so thankful for the interaction. You reaching out and chatting like that lets me know you're there and that you're listening, and it means the world this particular year. So I am proud to celebrate Josie Thomas. I celebrate your resilience, your self-reliance, your motivation, and the respect that you have for your own academic future. Congrats on being the Social Studies eSchool All-Star, Josie.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Singleton, and this is Mr. Ebling, and we nominated Jeff to be one of the eSchool All-Stars for the English department. Jeff brings joy to our classroom every single time we meet. We've learned a lot about Jeff, including he likes frozen macaroni and cheese. That's the frozen characters in the shape of macaroni and cheese. And then he also has an adorable dog who sleeps often during class, but Jeff never sleeps during class. He's always someone who engages with whatever we're doing. He has been so supportive of the new things that we tried in our class, even when we played some silly games to help students remember the difference between ethos, pathos, and logos. He's somebody who is a great team player, is supportive of those activities, and has shown a lot of learning during this time. And so we're really thankful for Jeff.
Yeah, and Jeff, from before school started, has been a positive energy in our class. He was one of the few people who came to our practice session, and he was just as polite and personable there as he is now that we've gotten to know him. I think for teachers, one of the hardest thing about eSchool is that we don't get a lot of like feedback, energy from the students, but Jeff is one of the only students I have who gives that energy back through the video call. And it's his positivity, it's his interaction. He is game to try what we do, and he is excited about doing well. And we just wouldn't have the good experience in class that we have without him. So thank you, Jeff, and great job.
Hi, I'm Miss Nasland, and we nominated Nathan to be our eSchool All-Star because we felt like ever since the beginning of the year, Nathan has been an unbelievable class participant. He raises his hand, he participates all the time in discussions that we're having. He also asks clarifying questions, which is awesome. So it's almost as if Nathan just really seems engaged in class all the time. Last period of the day, his energy level is probably super low, but you'd never know it because he's right there, he's engaged, he's asking questions, he's raising his hand, participating, and we just think that's totally awesome.
And I'm Mr. Gluskin, and one thing that stood out to me about Nathan's work recently was we have our students probably about once a week start class with a journal where they're writing for 5 minutes on a certain question, and Nathan always takes advantage of that whole time and writes good developed responses and answers all the questions that are asked. So he's really done a nice job with that, and I know that eSchool is not his favorite and he would much rather be in person, as we all would. So the fact that he has done all those things really well, especially that level of engagement, I think speak really well to him. So even though he's a Cubs fan, we're still really happy to nominate Nathan for this award.
Nice job, Nathan.
Hi, I'm nominating David Freedman for the eSchool All-Stars. I've had David in orchestra now. This is his 3rd year. As a freshman, like a lot of freshmen, he was a little quiet, maybe a little shy. But you could see, he was a hard worker. He's gonna try his best. And then in symphony last year, you started to really see all of those characteristics kind of come up to the fore there. Just a really confident guy, but super humble. And he just went for it. He just tried. You said, hey, try doing this. And he just did it. Wasn't afraid to make a mistake. He just really applies himself and is super focused, super organized with this stuff. And now that's really bearing some serious musical fruit now that he's in chamber orchestra. He's the model of someone who's kind of leads by example, doesn't have to say a lot. He's just kind of plugging away and people definitely notice. I definitely notice. So it's with a great privilege and honor that I'm nominating him for this award. And thanks so much for all of your work, David.
Hello, I'm nominating Jeffrey Anderson for eSchool All-Star for the Fine Arts Department. Jeff is in my guitar class during 5th period, so I start the day with Jeff in my class on Tuesdays and Fridays. And throughout the semester, he's just had such a positive attitude. He responds really well to feedback, and I've had some great conversations about just approaches to guitar and songwriting and everything with him throughout the semester. And I really appreciate just his being willing to work, even when stuff is coming a little bit challenging to him. He's really great at just kind of putting his head down and figuring things out. And has just been a great asset to the class as a whole. So congratulations, Jeff, for being an eSchool All-Star.
Hi, I'm Nancy Shipley, and I have the pleasure of having Avery in my Foods 1 class. Avery just exudes such a positive outlook about remote learning that I really appreciate as her teacher. One day I had to chuckle that as she zoomed into class, she looked like she was thoroughly enjoying herself, sitting outside on her porch with the sun shining on her face, happily and proudly showing her muffin that she had baked for our lab report that week. And as I was taking attendance, she was savoring every bite of that muffin. Avery completes all of her assignments on time. They're so well completed, and she's so willing to participate in class. As a remote teacher, you appreciate that so much. It comes easily to her, and to many of the students, it doesn't come as easily to participate or volunteer. But Avery does a great job with that. With her self-assuredness, her abilities, and her positive outlook, she's going to fly through her sophomore year, and I can only imagine what a great junior and senior year Avery's going to have. Cheers to you, Avery.
Hi, this is Jeremy Gerlach. I am Joey FREGA's graphic communications teacher. Graphics 2 is the more advanced class that he is in. And I nominated him for the eSchool All-Star because of the fact that he comes to class every day. He is very attentive. He immediately gets online and says hello and what's going on, and just kind of checks in with me. Just as we would as teachers, we check in with our students as much as we possibly can. So he has just been a huge success this year in the e-learning scenario, His banner was awesome. He gets so excited about certain things. The hat that he has, I love seeing it in classroom or on Zoom when he is attending class, because he does consistently wear it. So it's super cool to see the students doing those kinds of things from class. So I do greatly appreciate that. But yeah, Joey is a great student. He works throughout the class period. As far as I can tell, he turns his work in on time, and he always seems to be super proud of his work. So his latest accomplishment is his all over t-shirt print, which I am hoping he came to school and picked up so that he can have that. But Joey is an amazing kid. I really enjoyed having him in class last year, and I hope to have him more in the future. And hopefully things are going good for him. And yeah, that's why I nominated Joey FREGA for the eSchool All-Star.
Hi everyone, I am Mrs. Kesky. I am excited today to nominate Max for this award. I am Max's PE teacher this semester. And while e-schooling is not an easy task, even for the best of students, I am so proud of what Max has done this semester to get where he is now. I am so proud of the way that he persevered through some of the challenges that he faced through e-learning. I'm proud of the way that he was able to set goals for himself and accomplish and achieve those goals this semester. Some of the biggest qualities I enjoy seeing students learn how to develop is the ability to communicate, to take initiative, and make connections. When Max was struggling in my class, he took the initiative to ask for help, which for some students is really hard to do. He took the initiative to set up meeting times, to make plans, and to get back on track, to make check-ins, to make sure that he was doing what he was supposed to be doing and he was on the right track, all while trying to juggle all of his other work and responsibilities in other classes, all while during a pandemic and learning online. I am so proud of the way that he was able to handle all of this throughout the semester. A grade does not define the type of person that you are. Being kind, honest, curious, respectful, and hardworking is a direct reflection of who a person really is. I saw all of these characteristics, these qualities exemplified in Max this semester. And because of these qualities, he has persevered in this class, and I see a bright future for him. I am so proud to honor you with this award. Congratulations, Max. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Sean Farrell, and I am honored and privileged to nominate Tatum Blacker for the eSchool Learning Award. Tatum is a member of my junior senior team in individual sports and fitness class, and from day one of this school year, which has been difficult for a lot of kids, she has done nothing but give 110%. She is such an awesome kid. I can always count on her in class if I need her to talk and share with the class. And I'm a big believer that a person's character is defined by what they do when no one's watching. And Tatum does all the right things when people are watching, but most importantly when they're not. I am in awe of the amount of time and effort and attention she puts into her physical well-being. She goes 110% at all times. I am really proud of her and so appreciative of the effort that she has given me all year. Tatum, you're a great kid, and you have an incredible work ethic, strong values, and all of those things are going to take you a long way in life, and you are going to make a huge impact when you leave LHS down the road. I am super grateful that we crossed paths and that you are in my class, because I'm a better teacher for having been around you this entire semester. So congratulations, Tatum. You are well deserving of this award. Thank you.
Hannah ROMIE is an eSchool All-Star. She's also a real school All-Star who I've had the pleasure of having in class for 2 years now. Hannah is reliable and responsible. She continues to be a quiet leader in class. She's an example of integrity, of intelligence, of hard work, and perseverance. She is a champion, most recently, of reading. She did an excellent job understanding the novel that we were reading in French and participating in the conversations that we had about the book. Good work, Hannah. Je suis fière de toi. Continue à être magnifique.
Buenos dias, I'm Jenny Getch and I teach Spanish 1 here at LHS, and I like to tell you a little bit about my eSchool All-Star. His name is Jack Nevins. He's in my second hour Spanish 1 class, and Jack is the embodiment of a student who's really making the most of a difficult situation. He has a crazy positive attitude. He enters class with a smile and he's got a sense of humor. He's always lighthearted and laughs at my jokes. So I know that, he's engaged in paying attention. He is just a really powerful force for positivity in our classroom and our class culture. And on top of that, Jack is super dedicated to his studies. He told me right at the beginning of the year he wants to go into medicine, and so he thought Spanish would be a really great way to be able to help more people. And he just stays on top of things. He asks for clarification when he needs clarification. He's just really mature and displays that sort of sense of drive that I really admire. And finally, Jack is just kind. He is a kind-hearted person. He is a team player. I can see it when we're doing games in class. We're doing virtual activities and competitions. He's cheering on his teammates or he's encouraging them. He's the first one to unmute and sort of get crazy with, encouraging people. And I just really appreciate about Jack. He is most definitely a leader. And so for all of these reasons, I nominated Jack as my eSchool All-Star for this month of December. And I just wanted to say, Jack, estoy agradecida por ti y también eres una fuerza de positividad. Muchas gracias. Adiós.
Since e-learning has started, John has taught me all about his favorite hobby, which is cup stacking. It's been a really fun addition to our time together, but it's been great. Thank you, John, for teaching me that, and congrats on being an eSchool All-Star.
John, it's been a pleasure working with you in eSchool. You're a great student, dedicated. It's been fun. I've learned, like Mrs. O'Neill, all about cups this year, and I have enjoyed working with you. And congratulations on this honor of being an eSchool Star student.
Hi, John. I want to let you know that I nominated you for the Sophomore e-learning All-Star Award for your dedication and commitment and follow-through and phenomenal job during eSchool learning. I've enjoyed working with you in class, and I've seen your dedication and commitment and follow-through, and I'm so proud of all the wonderful work you've done during this time of e-learning. Congratulations.
Hi, Libby. Miss Cox and I nominated you for this award because we love you. You do a great job in e-learning and in person. I love to hear everything that you have to eat for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Guessing your breakfast is the favorite part of my day. And seeing you and your Santa hat makes my heart happy. You're a great student. You come to class on time. You're always prepared. And I love hearing your jokes of the day. If you ever need to be cheered up, just ask Libby to tell you a joke. She has 1,000 and they're amazing and funny. Libby, I wouldn't be able to do this job without you. Love you. Mwah.